position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Nebraska's offense will have first crack at this one. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Huskers are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense might bring the house here. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing.
Looking for a huge play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Wants to go up top on first down. He's got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Flips it out on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
A short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Rushes on him. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Touchdown, Husker! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. and 10. To the air. It's Bueno. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and go.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the change impossible. The run to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stuck.
Makes the grab past the marker. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Wolverines are marching down the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. Touchdown, Michigan. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Makes the catch. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Nebraska. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Bueno. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him this time. Really needed a play like that to... It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And the Wolverines will kick it away first. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. Finds his man on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions.
Oh, he's got some space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Huskers racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll keep it on the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He'll take a shot. He's good. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Made a defender miss. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Looking to throw, it's Bueno. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the RPO, complete.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. A little pressure on. His team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the ground with the back. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of his defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The hand to the running back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires complete on the crosser. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10 for the offense. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Creates a little room. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They're going to go to the air on third and short. On the run, fires downfield. Pulls it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Quick completion on the out. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
You know, as a defensive guy, you use the sideline as your 12th man. You push the receiver out that direction. Look at the wide receiver. Still doing a great job of getting small and getting that foot in bounds, making the play, and catching the ball.
They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs, and then hopefully move the football.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And his offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, third down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It is good. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to North Carolina. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Creates a little space. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Quick completion on the out route. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Fires left. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Quick strike complete. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Bueno. Now rolling to the left. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The best way I can think of to describe this cat, he's like a human get-out-of-jail-free card. He'll make it work no matter the circumstance.
And so as a defense, Reese, I mean, you've got to be aware of what this guy is doing at all times. I mean, if he's not just staying in the pocket and he takes off, you've got to have bodies flying to the football. And stop worrying about these wide receivers because this guy is dangerous with his legs.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. He'll pull it on the read.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pick.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The offense in hurry-up mode. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball in different...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
It's good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Offense trying to keep him off balance on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Looking downfield, it's Bueno. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Crosses the 30, he's got away. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted deep in his own end.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in the position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Huskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Working the make. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. The quick out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolutely center cut. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Bueno. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable.
The Cornhuskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To throw, it's Bueno. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the stuff they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, the takeaway, and now they're in.
Through this man by 10 yards.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does, too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Back to throw, it's Bueno. Looking down the middle. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
This This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick release by the QB. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Gonna swing it on second down. Here's the pressure. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown, Huskers. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field. Huge. And now anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it.
Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
He'll pull it down and run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The give to the single back. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Michigan! Michigan. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Back to pass, it's Bueno. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Wants to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Working that left side now. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete two-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one.
It's a seam wide open, and they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot, to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Scanning the field, it's Bueno. Got it set up on the outside. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier.
Touchdown, Wolverines! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
The Cornhuskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. Crosses to 35. Turns it on in midfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Begs to grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got a man in the middle. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. The Huskers are on the move. To the air on 1st down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Going to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Back to throw, it's Bueno. Firing to the right, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. They want to run it left here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Michigan. They move on top here in the 4th.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Hogs have gotten up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to North Carolina. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're working that left side, and he was able to run through it.
I can't take it. Look at this. Had him. Had him.
They finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's on target and complete. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Makes the grab. Just broke the tackle. Continues to fight for yards. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working on the right. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it.
And to the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get it.
So with my controls, this is crazy. I had it with my linebacker, look. Right here. It took me off of him. Pressing X. Why would it not tackle him right here? Then it made me tackle with the other guy.
The 1-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Bulldozes his way through. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Motion from the wideout. To the ground. He's got it again. Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. I think you got to try to win it here. Don't run the risk of going to overtime. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to fire. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. That pass is incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team?
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Dropping back, it's Bueno. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these two teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? He'll start this drive firing. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that is a huge play for the defense. The offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. If he houses this, it's ball game. Got room on the return. 40. Past the 30. Past the 10. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.